All right, hello everybody. It's Miss Tracy, and I am coming to you live from my studio, and I have a fun little project to share with y'all today. How's everybody enjoying the weather today? Here where I'm at, it is absolutely beautiful. It is the prettiest spring day. The temperature feels good outside. It's blue skies, sunny. It's just, oh, so nice. I had my sunroof open on my car driving to work this morning. It was just like, oh, it's just so nice. I love the springtime. So I thought it would be fun if I brought to you if I did a little spring project for you here. And one of the reasons that I'm coming live with you today is because I want to share with you how much I love to repurpose old things. I really love old things. I love to give them fresh new life. Even if they're not old things, I like to repurpose ordinary things and make them extraordinary, right? Extraordinary. So it's kind of fun to look at things in a new way, especially right now with springtime. So I have a new group that is here on Facebook. It's a free group, and it's called Repurpose and Refresh Makers Group with Miss Tracy. And that I'm coming live to on my page, but I really want to talk to a lot of you about that page, because if you're like me, if you love to thrift, or you like to go junking, you like to find things to repurpose and use in really fun, creative ways, then I want you to come join this group. I think you'll really, really enjoy this group. So I'm going to give you a little taste today of the types of things that I see in the future going forward with in my new Repurpose and Refresh, R&R for short, Repurpose and Refresh Makers Group here on Facebook. And when I finish with our little craft here today, I will post a link in the comments so that you can easily find that group. I know a lot of you have already joined. Hi, Becky. Hi, Sylvia. Kathy from South Carolina. Awesome. So glad to see y'all watching today. So this is what I'm going to be repurposing today. It's an old rusty bed spring. Okay, can you see that? Just an old rusty bed spring. And a lot of times if you go out to trade shows or flea markets, even thrift stores, wherever, a lot of times you can find old bed springs like this, and I love them. I love the charm and the character of them. They're actually quite sturdy. Okay, this one has a little bit of rust on it, but it's not too bad. It looks pretty good to me. But and you can clean them up if you want to, but I kind of like the charm and character of the kind of rusted patina. Okay, so what I would do when I find something like this that has some rust on it, I typically will just wipe it down with a baby wipe just to get any kind of extra gunk or whatever off of it. If I really, really, really wanted to lose the rust, okay, there's a couple different ways that I could do it. Okay, first off, I could keep the rust and not have it spread by just spraying it with a clear coat, just a clear polyacrylic top coat, just a spray, just a nice clear spray, and that will seal it so that I don't get any rust, transferring off, anything else on your hands or on your furniture or whatever, okay? The other thing I could do is if I really want it to be gone is to actually use lemon juice and an old toothbrush, and I could scrub at this thing and I could get all the rust off of it. But again, I kind of like the rusted patina, so I actually sprayed this with just a clear sealer, just a clear matte sealer, because I didn't want it to be glossy, anything like that. So just a clear sealer, and that way it just kind of seals it in, and I think it looks really, really cute. Hi, Joanne. Hi, Vicki. Hi, Beverly. Nice to see you watching. So if you're just now signing on, I'm sharing a fun repurposed spring project, okay, using an old bed spring. And the reason I'm using this today on my page is because I am promoting my new Facebook group, which is called Repurpose and Refresh Makers Group. And it's a free group here on Facebook where I'm doing all kinds of fun things, repurposing different things, and I would love for you to join. So we just talked about sealing this guy, because most of the time when you find these bed springs, they're going to be rusty, okay? I kind of like the rust patina, so I just spray coated it with a polyacrylic. That's just a clear top coat. Don't worry about those big words. It's just a clear top coat, and it just seals it in, okay? Hi from Arkansas. Oh, I have a son in Arkansas. My son's at University of Arkansas. Missouri. Somebody from Missouri's watching. Awesome. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Charlotte. It's so good to see y'all. I'm so glad that you're able to pop on live this afternoon. I gave y'all like no notice. It kind of was a surprise thing. So anyway, here's my bed spring. I love these. I think they're really cute. They look really cute as pedestals, okay? Really cute as a pedestal. So let's talk about that. If this was going to be a pedestal, I could even put a small pallet sign on the top of it as a pedestal, right? As a pedestal to put something cute on. I could put a canvas turned upside down. Well, not really upside down, but a canvas where the frame part is on the bottom, where I could put a small canvas on the top of it to be a pedestal. I could put a birdhouse, a little cute little birdhouse on the top of it to be, that would be so cute coming off the spring. In fact, I've done that before. I have one. I'll have to find a picture of that and show that to y'all. It's actually at my house. But today we're going to put a cute little bird's nest on it. And I just think, especially for spring, this is something really, really cute. And it was just such a beautiful spring day today, and I was like, I want to do this. I'm going to do this. We're going to do this live today. So let me tell you a little bit about what I'm going to be using, okay? Hi from Tennessee. Awesome. We're going to have lots of different states watching today. I'm actually in Texas. I'm here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area in Texas, and it is a beautiful spring day here today. So I have an old bed spring, and again, if you're just signing on, we talked about you can find them. A lot of times I find them out at trade days, right? Or flea markets or thrift stores, but most of the time at trade days. I like to go to Canton a lot, and you can find these at Canton all the time. In fact, we have some here at the Little Blue House. We have 7 or 8 of them for sale out there on our show floor. So anyway, this is what I'm using, just a rusty old bed spring. They're very affordable, very inexpensive, very easy to find. And then I got just a little bird's nest, and I just got this at a craft store. Nothing special about this, just a little bird's nest. It was just easier to buy one than to make one on my own. You can probably even find these at the dollar store. They're going to be in the crafting section, so... and everybody probably has, you might even have a bird's nest in your stash. I don't know. Hi, Bonnie. I'm so glad you're watching. Hi. That's another one watching, Charlotte from Louisiana. Hi. That's awesome. Hi, Shelly. All right. So you're going to need a bird's nest. The other thing that I'm using today is I love Forsythia. Okay, do y'all know what that is? And I think I'm partial to it because I love the color yellow, and I decorate with it a lot in springtime. So this is kind of what Forsythia is. Now this is a vine, like one of those long kind of vines of Forsythia, but they have it, you can get them, you can get like a wreath, you can get just the little, why am I losing my words? Sprig, what do you call that when it's a little... like on a pick, a sprig, I don't know what to call it. But anyway, this one is actually like a vine. Okay, can you see that? Like it's like a vine of Forsythia. Now I'm not going to use near all of this. I'm just using a portion of it. But I love the yellow color. It just feels so fresh and springy to me. And I love to decorate with a lot of yellow in springtime. Okay, so I have a little bit of that to use. I also have just some other little natural stuff, and I'm not even sure that I'm going to use all this, but I just kind of grabbed a few little things. I thought those were really pretty, a couple of leaves. So just a couple little things that I might use. I don't know, we'll see. And of course, every bird's nest has to have cute little bird eggs. So I have several of them here, and I love these kind of a little bit more natural colors, even though that blue is pretty bright. I think those are really, really pretty. And let's see, what else do I have here? I'm going to be using a little bit of fabric. I also am a huge lover of fabric. I love, 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 love fabric. So today I'm just going to be using just a plain old muslin, okay? And I'm tearing the strips because I love that kind of torn, frayed edge. I just like the texture that adds. And I'm trying to keep my piece fairly neutral. I'm not going to put a ton of bright color in it other than the yellow, but the rest of my colors are going to be pretty natural because I think this could be pretty to have out even all through the summer if I wanted to, okay? So the other thing I have here is a little bit of crocheted lace. And I think that's about it. And all you're really going to need for this craft is scissors and a hot glue gun and some glue sticks, okay? Really super simple and easy. All right, so this is where we're going to start. I'm actually going to take my muslin here, and I'm just gonna cut a little snip in it. Gotta decide about how long I want this to be. I'm gonna cut a little snip. I'm gonna guess that's about an inch and a half, okay? And then I'm just gonna tear. I love the sound of tearing fabric, and it makes me feel like powerful. So I love that. And look, see that lovely texture. Now the strings, if the strings bother you, just get rid of them. You can just pull them off. But I love that texture of having that torn edge. And this, like I said, is just a plain old muslin. Nothing special. Nothing special about that. Now let me see about how long I want this to be. I'm gonna say about 24 inches. Let me cut it with these. These are my fabric ones. Okay, so about 24 inches. So I'm gonna show you really quickly how to make a really easy bow. I thought it would be pretty to have a bow kind of hanging off of this just for that softness, just to add some softness to the hard metal of the bed spring. So this is a really super way to make a bow. Now you're gonna be looking at me kind of upside down, but hopefully you'll get the gist of it. So this is about 24 inches of torn, just natural muslin fabric. Okay, you could use any kind of fabric that you want, or you could use ribbon if you want to. So I'm gonna lay this out, and I'm going to kind of wrap it around where it looks like almost like a tribute ribbon. Do y'all know what those tribute ribbons are? I'm sorry, this apron keeps sagging on me. Okay, so a tribute ribbon, y'all know how they go like this? Like a tribute ribbon for like breast cancer awareness or something like that. So I have this shaped out like a tribute ribbon. And if you can't see the screen, if you're watching from your phone, just swipe to the right and the comments will slide out of the way for a minute. And that way you can see what I'm doing. So I've got this wrapped around kind of like a tribute ribbon. I'm gonna go ahead and cut some of this. I'm gonna cut about 12 inches of this off. This is just some pretty crocheted lace. Okay, so now that I have this, watch what I'm gonna do. It's the easiest bow making technique in the world. I think it's so easy. So I have the shape of my tribute ribbon. Now I'm gonna pick it up by this kind of top center of the loop here. And I'm gonna wrap it around kind of right on top. Do you see what I just did? I'm gonna do it again, okay? Ready? I'm gonna lift it up and bring it down where it's just right there on the top of where they intersect, okay? So again, right at the top, and put it down. And then all I'm gonna do now is scrunch all of this up with my fingers. Look how cute is that? It's so cute. So you can determine about how long you want yours to be. And now I'm gonna take my crocheted lace and I'm going to wrap it around the center of this cute bow. I'm going to turn it down because it's kind of hard for me to hold the bow and tie it at the same time. So I have it wrapped around the center, and then I'm just going to tie it off in a nice tight knot. So cute. Okay, let me get my loops kind of pulled around here. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tear the tails. Okay, so let me show you where I'm at right now. Do you see that? So I have that wrapped around the center. Now, right now, this is the back. So this crocheted lace is at the back. But we're going to see it better here in just a second because I'm going to take my scissors again now on the tails, and I'm going to put 2 little snips in it. And this is going to give me, and I'm going to tear it just right up to the knot. It's going to give me 3 little tails. 1, 2. And again, I'm tearing it kind of right up to the knot. Okay, so do you see what I've just done there? So now I have all these little tails, okay? I'll trim the ends of the lace here a little bit to be trimmed off. Now I'm going to do the same thing up here to the bow part. okay? Really cute. Now you wouldn't have, I mean, I want a lot of texture, so that's why I'm doing this. You wouldn't have to do this. If you didn't want to, you don't have to tear all that up. If it was ribbon, you could just leave it. It could just be a cute bow, okay? But I just wanted to show you something different that you could do. So now I have the loop of this bow, and I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna put one little snip and a second little snip. And then I'm going to, oops, almost tore that one. I'm going to tear. This is a little bit trickier because you're tearing from the center from both sides. So just take it slow, and I'm tearing again. I'm tearing all the way kind of to that center piece. That is so cute. Tear that one a little bit more. Okay. All right, let me go ahead and tear the other side. So this is going to have lots of texture, and I personally love that. Now the other thing you could have done is you could have torn all these little teeny strips and then folded it all at one time, but I just kind of like doing it this way. I don't know. I just kind of like doing it this way. Cute. So now I have really got a lot of texture in this cute bow. Isn't that darling? Really fun, really easy, okay? So I'm gonna go back now to this guy because he's gonna be, let's see, one thing you need to know about bed springs is you need to see how they're gonna sit because they don't always stand straight. Sometimes they kind of lean back or they might kind of lean to the side. So I'm kind of looking here, and you can even set your nest on here to kind of see the angle that you like. And I think I like this angle right here. So that's the angle I'm going to go with. So I'm going to be looking at the front as I do this. I'm going to take my glue gun, and I'm going to put some glue now kind of all around the top of this thing. And I'm gonna place my nest right in the top. And I'm gonna show you this just a second. Let me let it kind of hold up here for just a moment. Be careful not to let it drip, and if it does drip, try to kind of clean that up. You don't want having little glue drips all over your piece. So I'm gonna kind of hold this up for you now so that you can see it. All right, do you see that it's kind of angling this way? So what's happening is my bed spring is kind of angling back towards me, and my nest is kind of angling this way, okay? And it looks really good, really easy, very cute. Okay, next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna look at the bow. Okay, that's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. All right, I like it. So the next thing I'm gonna do is add some of the forsythia. I love this stuff. I think it's just so pretty. So I just cut off kind of a piece of it, and you'll see how it has all these little, pieces that I'll be able to go out and kind of fluff and decide, however I want to make those. So I want to have some of this kind of wrapping around my nest here. And I got to decide if I want it to go down or if I want it to kind of go up. And I think I want it to kind of go up. So this is really simple, girls. Just some hot glue. I'm going to position it kind of like that. I'm going to have to hold it for just a second. And a lot of times I'll kind of spread the flowers out a little bit to where the flowers are kind of grabbing the glue. So it's not just that wiry stuff that, I'm trying to grab it to. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm going to turn it around this way so I can see a little bit better. So again, I'm going to add a little bit more glue here and just take my flowers. Now somebody might see this from the back. So what I'm doing is I'm taking some of the flowers and I'm kind of flattening them so they're kind of covering up my glue. I'll show you this in just a second. I can't craft backwards. That's too hard. Don't worry about glue hairs. I have an answer for that. If you have a heat gun, and even if you don't have a heat gun, if you have a blow dryer, if you will just take your blow dryer and put it on its highest setting, or your heat tool on its highest setting, and aim it at those glue hairs, they just totally disintegrate. They just disappear. So no more picking off glue hairs. You can actually just go in. I'm just kind of gluing some of these flowers in place because I want it to still feel natural, but it's got to stay on, right? And now I'm going to start curving it around my nest. And this is kind of good because if you have a little piece of the wire, you can just tuck it into the nest, which is exactly what I just did. And now I can start kind of playing around with some of this stuff, moving it around a little bit. Now I want these to kind of go down my bed spring just a bit. I'm going to tuck, again, some of these wires right into the nest. And again, I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue right where I want it to stay, and I'm going to push down a flower. And that's going to help it to hold in place exactly where I want it to go. Got to use hot glue for this. If you tried to use any other kind of glue, I think it would be really difficult. Okay, so let me show you where I'm at. Do you see? Isn't that cute? It's really cute. Now, do you see down here I have this kind of wire thing kind of hanging off? I can either clip that off, or I can go in and wrap it. And a lot of times what I'll do is I'll just wrap it around my finger. But you could wrap it around like the end of a paintbrush if you want, just to give it a little bit of curve, okay? So here, I want you to watch me do this. So see, like this one right here, I'm just gonna wrap it around my finger. And then I'm gonna kind of pull it out. Do you see how cute that is? So it gives it just a little bit of curve, kind of like a curlicue, but I don't want it too tight, so I'm kind of pulling it back out. That's why I like to use my finger, because sometimes if you use a paintbrush handle, they can get pretty tight. So if you want it to be tight, then by all means, that's what you would use. Okay, so that's looking pretty good here. I want these flowers facing forward. Okay, all right, I'm feeling pretty good about it. All right, here we go. See? It's coming along nicely. All right, now I could probably spend more time fussing with that, but I'm not going to. Now I'm gonna put on my bow. So I gotta see exactly where the best spot is going to be to put this, because it may, I kind of want it to go up underneath. So I'm going to put it, quite a bit of glue right up here. It's kind of at the base of my nest. So it's really being glued more to the bottom of the nest than anything, okay? I'm gonna show you just a second. I just wanna hold it here for a minute. Hi, Kim Sailor. I'm surprised you're watching today. I figured you'd be at school. Oh yeah, it's spring break, I forgot. It's spring break, teachers are off. See, that's what happens when your kids are all grown and you forget when spring break is. That's awful. I know it's spring break. My grandkids are on spring break. Okay, so there is my bow. Isn't that cute? So again, it's tucked up. It's kind of glued up under the nest right there. And now I'm gonna add in some fun little eggs. I think I'm gonna go with these little colors right here. This is gonna be so sweet. Let me push these back a little bit. I loved wired pieces because that makes it so easy to kind of determine where you want things to go. These I'm just gonna put in with a little bit of glue, and I've decided, again, I'm staying kind of neutral, so I'm doing this kind of this pale green, a cream, and a yellow. I think that's so pretty together. Do y'all like that? Hi, Sandy from Southern California. Great to see you watching. I'm gonna give y'all another good tip because my glue stick's about to run out. So watch this. For those of you that are crafters, do you hate it when your glue sticks fall out of your glue gun? I hate that. So this is what you're gonna do. You're actually gonna touch the bottom of the glue stick with just a little drop of glue, and then you're gonna put it into your glue gun, and it's gonna stick it to the glue gun, there's a glue stick in front of it. And then they won't fall out. It's fabulous. All right, let me get all my little eggs in here. Oh my gosh, this is so cute, y'all. Look how cute that is. Isn't it darling? I think it's so, so cute. I'll have to take some pictures of it here in a little bit. Now, I could go in and add a little bit more. I mean, if you feel like, if you're a flowery person and you really want to go in and add in like another flower or something, but I really kind of like how this is looking. I think if I'm going to add anything at all, it might be a few of these little bitty teeny flowers. Do y'all see those little teeny flowers? Okay, I think those are so cute. So I'm going to add a few of those, I think, kind of right here. Well, they're kind of cute on the eggs, but I think I'm going to add them right here in the front. Just kind of clustered together. Cute. And I'll zap those glue hairs in just a minute. All right, and I think I'm done. Isn't that just the sweetest? I think it's so cute and so easy. Like, this took seconds. And if I hadn't fussed with the forsythia so long, it could have been like, boom. I could have had it done in no time at all. So I think it's really darling. And now this is gonna look so cute. Let me go, in fact, let me grab something. I wanna show you. So I love to do things on levels. Okay, so this is just an old drawer. It's an old wooden drawer. So what I might do at home is I might, you know, kind of have like my little bird's nest up here on top of the old drawer. I might decorate with something else in here, maybe even some cute picture frames or something like that. I really love, one of the projects we're going to be doing here before too much longer are deconstructed books. So even this standing on top of some deconstructed books or something, I think that would be so cute. So I think it looks really sweet. I do think things like this, and watch this. Do you see how it has some movement? That's what I love about the bed spring that I have at home that I put the little birdhouse on, because it just looks so cute because it has a little bit of movement to it. So definitely when you decorate with these, put them on top of something. They look better when they're up a little bit. They're kind of on top of something. So there is my repurposed bed spring into this cute little spring craft. Isn't that pretty with all the pretty yellow forsythia? You could use whatever flowers you want. And if you're not a flowery person, you don't even really have to use a lot of flowers. You might choose to do more fabric and ribbon and all of those kinds of things. So I think this turned out really cute. Do y'all love it? Do you want to give it a try? How many of you are going to go searching for bed springs now? We have 7 or 8 of them up here, but I look for them all the time. And if you are a person, like if you do a lot of things, like this would be such a cute gift to make, you know, to give to somebody. Maybe you have a lot of people in your family that have spring birthdays, something like that. This would be a really, really cute gift to make. So I would love it if y'all would sprinkle this video, spread it around to all of your friends, especially people that you think might be interested in repurposing old things and giving them new life. And I would love for you all to go and visit my new Facebook group, Repurpose and Refresh Makers Group with Miss Tracy. And I'll put a link to it here in the comments as soon as we finish the video. Isn't it so cute? I love it. But y'all remember, these can be great for any kind of platform, or, you know, something that you want to create like a level for. Okay? All right. Oh, Sandy says she has 300 of the bed springs at home. 300. Did you take apart a mattress? I've thought about doing that, because sometimes you can find the smaller spring mattresses and you can actually take them apart and then you have all the springs from the mattress. I've thought about doing that. You need bed springs? You love this. You've seen bed springs decorated for angels. Oh, gnomes would be so cute. Oh my gosh, a gnome with a bed spring would be adorable. And gnomes are so trendy right now. Like, everybody's loving gnomes. Do I sell them? Do I sell the bed springs? I actually do have a few in the shop right now. I don't have a ton, maybe 7 or 8, but I do have a few if you're here local and want to come and get one from us. But girls, you can find these. They're really not hard to find, or at least not where I live. They're really not hard to find. Go to a trade show. Go to a salvage place if there's any salvage places near you. Check out thrift stores. Check out online. Check out Facebook Marketplace. Who knows? Somebody might be getting rid of a ton of old bed springs. Maybe Sandy wants to sell some of her 300 I can't even talk, bed springs. So they are super cute. In Canton, if you're local here to us, Canton, places like that, Weatherford trade days. But if you're not local to here, I bet there's some trade days somewhere around your area. Just do a Google search for trade days and see what comes up. Okay? All right. Well, thank you so much for watching today. I hope that you love this. I'm going to go take a few pictures for you and post some really nice, good close-up shots. And I will post those here on my page. And I just really would love for you to come join me. If these are the kind of things that you'd like to see more of, definitely come join me on my Repurpose and Refresh group. So thank you so much for watching, and thank you for sprinkling this video out to your friends and family. I really appreciate that. Okay? All right, I'll see you soon here in the group. Y'all keep creating and enjoy this gorgeous spring day. All right? Bye-bye.